Okay, so we're starting off with a fire sign. We're starting off with Sagittarius. And the card itself says expand. But we're just pulling these ones for the actual star sign itself. So I wanted to start or use the inner star deck. So just a little bit of explanation before we get into it. So I'm using the inner star deck because in the tarot, Aquarius is the star. So I want to use inner star. Then I'll use the moonology because, you know, it's all about the moon. And then I'll use the signs of the times deck to just give us some more information or just anything that needs to be made aware of, any possible distractions, any possible things that might be coming in, or just signs to look for during this time. Okay, so Sagittarius. So we've got underlying pattern, which is interesting. Underlying pattern. So this is for Sagittarius. So looking at the patterns that are repeating itself for you, or patterns that may have been repeating, unconscious behavior, actions, just repetitive cycles. We've also got uplift each other, find your calm, and dare to imagine. So those are just some extra messages there. So uplift each other, find your calm, and dare to imagine. As for the underlying patterns, this is a time where full moons are usually about releases, like releasing. What is it that we need to release in order to move forward? And this very auspicious full moon is about surrendering. It's about freedom as well. So perhaps this is in relation to any patterns around freedom. Sagittarius is a sign that does love their freedom. They love to explore, to travel, to get out there. So perhaps looking at any underlying patterns that are preventing you from doing that. From exploring yourself, even exploring self. There's a strong emphasis on self at the moment. So whatever stories or programs you have got that you've got going on to prevent you from accessing that aspect, that freedom for yourself. So I've got nothing will come of the situation, void of course moon. I'm not sure what the void of course moon means, but there is a big full moon in that card. Anything else? Then we've got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn usually is a sign of stability. So there might be something around your stability that is preventing you from accessing the freedom that you want, or perhaps the end of whatever it was that was holding you back. Capricorn is also the goat, so they can be highly stubborn. So there's almost a sense of stubbornness around this underlying pattern. Like this could be you, or it could be someone around you who is very, very stubborn in their, you know, practical things, in set things, and things that you might maybe even perceive to be stable. this is definitely, as I said, a time for letting go and surrendering. So maybe assessing where you have been creating patterns around ideas of stability, like what that looks like. Because as I said, Sagittarius, it's a very interesting that the Sagittarius card is, we're starting with that, and then, you know, this tuning into freedom and surrender, and then you've got this Capricorn card that's like, nah. So yeah, figuring out where it is that you have programs, conditions around stability that is not necessarily in your favor, like it might not be to your benefit, if that makes sense. Let's get some more. What is it that Sagittarius needs to see or be aware of? Personal power, crown. So where you might be giving your power away, as in you could be giving your power away to a Capricorn, actually, or you might have that in your chart, or you could be leaking your energy through these continuing beliefs, these continuing patterns. It could even be a situation that keeps repeating itself. We are still in the throes of Mercury retrograde, so this might be a time for you to really assess where you're creating patterns around stability, or ideas around what stability means, and it's holding you back from either, you know, doing the things that you want to do in terms of travel and getting expanding physically, or we just had enlightenment, so a place where you're not able to expand in from a growth perspective. And we've just had the lotus flower, enlightenment. So whatever this pattern is might be holding you back from that enlightenment, from accessing your personal power, from accessing your expansion. And we've got caution. So yeah, I wasn't going to do tarot, but let's pull from the tarot. What does Sagittarius need to know or see about this caution? Whoa. Right. Oh, so I don't actually know which side this card is, whether it's upright on in the resistance position, because it was spinning on top. So we've got Three of Swords. So, you know, whichever way you look at it, it's speaking of grief and heartache and heartbreak. So there may be some, so this is a Libra card, and there may be some caution about a possible ending of such. The card does say the end of a tough cycle approaches. So whether that's in regards to a stable, or what you perceived as a stable connection, something is it's not a caution to say, oh, this is definitely going to happen. It's more like, just be aware that either there's something about like a third party, it could be love, it could not be, right? But there's something about a third party. This could be also a work situation interfering in whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest or bring into your life. So yeah, there may be some grief, there may be some heartbreak, not necessarily love. It could be whatever this tough cycle that is ending. It could be in regards to a Three of Swords type of situation. It could be just looking at the zodiacs here. So we are pulling for Sagittarius, but Capricorn's in the mix here, and so is Libra. So those signs could be involved. You could be seeing twos, sorry. You could be seeing twos. And I think when we started, I mentioned 111 and 222. So yeah, this tough situation, this tough cycle that's approaching, it may be in regards to a relationship, but this might not resonate for you, and that's okay. It's more of a just be aware of this type of thing. Not saying people are going to break up, although there has been speak of a lot of breakups happening this year. So yeah, whatever that is, I would love to hear from you. If this is resonating with you, let me know in the comments below, or send me an email. Okay, so that is Sagittarius. That is what you need to be aware of, my dear Sagittarius friends. Okay, let's